Hi, my name is Heather, and I am a Reiki Master Practitioner. And I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about what Reiki is and my experience with it and how I practice it with my clients. So, first of all, Reiki was discovered in March 1922 by Mikao Usui, and it is a Japanese form of energetic healing is what I would say. And it is a combination of spiritual wisdom and life energy force. I like to say it is the spirit of divine love being channeled through a person directly focused onto the body, mind, and soul of a specific person, their client usually, in order to promote deep stress relaxation and healing. So with my journey, I am always been a very spiritual person and very in tune with a lot of the energies. And when I received my Reiki training, what I love about it is that it really is so individually focused. So everybody has a different response. It affects everybody differently, whether you're receiving the attunements, which is how you are able to give Reiki, or whether you're receiving Reiki as the client receiving the healing. Everybody has their own experience. And I know a lot of people will say, Heather, you're really awesome, but I don't necessarily want you channeling your energy into my space, which I say makes total sense, which is why I always say I'm channeling divine love through my awareness and focusing it on another person for healing purposes. So I will say how it's done is it involves a laying on of hands or hovering over certain areas. And there are different touch points throughout the whole body when you receive a full body Reiki session, although you can spot check certain areas if that's something that you're interested in receiving. When I begin, I start by scanning the energies. And again, I've been attuned to be able to pick up on the subtle sensitivities there. And the best way I can describe it is some areas of the body pull the energy more, and then some areas are what I would say quiet. And although I give Reiki to all the different positions throughout the body, I will focus more on one area more than another, depending on the pull that I feel. And during my sessions, I've had a lot of clients on, all my clients on some level experience some type of stress, relaxation, and release, and on a very deep level. Even after the session is over, people always report sleeping better and having better energy the next day and experiencing real energetic shifts in their life. People also experience color. I organize my practice using the chakra system. Chakras are just a way to organize the energy. So it's, the energy of your mind, the energy of your spirit, the energy of your throat, your voice, your heart, there's different sections that we have in our body. And it's just a good way to organize giving and receiving energy. So as far as the responses go, a lot of times there's colors that correspond with those chakras, and usually those are the colors that will be perceived while a person is processing the Reiki. Um, Also, I've had people experience release during the sessions. Sometimes people will start laughing and they won't know why. And people will start crying occasionally and they don't know why. They're not upset about anything, but mentally that they can think about. But the reason for that is our body holds our experience. Even when our mind isn't thinking about it, our body holds it for us. And sometimes our body needs to be experiencing releases and being relaxed in a place where they feel safe enough to do that. So it's all very healthy. And your body is self-healing. It is a self-healing tool. So what Reiki does is just support that self-healing that the body already has. I recommend to a lot of my clients because at times, if we're working on an issue that's more chronic, like let's say you have chronic neck pain, you might feel better during the Reiki session and a little bit after it. But I do report sometimes that patients come back with that it hurts a little bit more. And the reason for that is your body is saying, hey, now I know you're paying attention to me. I'm ready to be a little bit louder because I'm ready for you to adjust this pain and and gain a different perspective. All physical bodily symptoms are what they say psychosomatic, which means that our thoughts create a reality and that shows up in our body. So Reiki is something that really influences the body, the mind, and the soul, because all work together to promote overall health. So because of that, sometimes people's pain will be a little bit louder. It wants to talk a little bit louder so that it can be addressed in a person's life. And for those people, I actually recommend getting certified themselves to do Reiki, at least on a level 1 basis, because it's not something that's a superpower that only certain people can do. Anybody can become attuned to the energy, and then you can practice it more regularly, at least in between sessions with me or another Reiki practitioner. And again, it's because people want to own their own healing, and I fully support that. And I think that's a really responsible thing to do, especially currently in our culture where people have a lot of doubts and mistrust about the information that's out there about medicine. It's time to kind of renovate that idea and for people to take control of their own healing. So, in a way to promote that, I also teach Reiki certifications and attune people to the Reiki energy for levels 1, 2, and 3. And if you're interested in that, you can contact me. I hope that gave you a general overview of what I'm about, how I practice, what Reiki is, and a little bit about what to expect. I'd be happy to take any questions you might have going forward. If anything comes up, you're welcome to email me, visit my website, comment below. However you want to get a hold of me is totally fine. And I hope to see you soon, either in person or over distance, and we can discuss your journey with Reiki. Thanks for listening.